Now we're going to do all the other points on your letters. So look at each letter and look at the points. So we're going to line up the ruler on the vanishing point and then connect to that point. Now, if the line passes through any color, you do not draw a line at all. So then that one I'm not gonna draw. I'm gonna go down here to this point. So if there's white space right here, you draw the line until you hit color. So I'm going to draw a line right here, and then I hit color and I'm stopping right there. On this one, the line does go through white. So I'm gonna take that line up until it hits the color in the eye. So right there, and then I'm gonna stop. Now I'm gonna go to the eye. Here's the first point. We're not gonna do that one because it goes through color. This one down here does have a little bit of white. So I'm gonna draw a line until I hit the color on the eye. I'm gonna move my ruler again, keeping the vanishing point up here to the next point down here. Here's the point right here. And then this is gonna go, this actually doesn't hit color at all. So you can see right here, I'm not gonna hit any color. It's gonna barely miss that side of the eye and then go all the way up. On the C, you can leave the curve open and just go to the point. So I'm gonna line up the ruler on the vanishing point and then to this corner and then just draw up until I hit color. Now there's also going to be a line inside the opening of the letters. So think of it like a tunnel. If it's round, you don't have to create a line. If it's a triangle, point to the vanishing point and just draw a little line right there. We've connected all of the points to the vanishing point, and now as we start to fill in the color, we'll start to see the shape, the dimensional shape come about. Double check all your lines, so take your ruler and double check all of your lines with the points to see if you've missed any of the points. All right, now we're going to use colored pencils, the same colors that we picked for our letters, to shade the sides of our letters. Now this gets a little tricky, so you need to make sure that the sides match up with your letters. So you can definitely see the top parts right here, and then this is a side that goes down, and then there's a side of the M here. So it gets a little tricky when we get over to these letters to determine which side we're coloring. And so I'm going to start with orange. And to create dimension, we're going to shade from light to dark. So as things are further away from us, they appear darker. So to create dimension, we're going to start by shading dark first, and dark by the vanishing point. Light once you hit the letter. Lightly color around the edges of the letter, and then get darker as you go towards the vanishing point. And this is kind of like a tunnel. So think of the tunnel as you are looking into a tunnel, it gets darker. And smoothing that out by going in a different direction. And then you can kind of see, then right here I want to try to smooth out the transition. All right, so now I'm going to look at this and see if there's any places that I need to smooth out or make darker. You can see that this is creating dimension going to the back. So I just want to make sure that I have nice dark areas back here. Finally, you're going to trace back over all of your lines to the vanishing point with a Sharpie. Then as things come towards us, they do appear bigger. So you could go back in and outline your letters because these lines would be technically thicker than the lines in the back. So this will create just a little bit more dimension. You can make these lines thicker, and then you can also make the beginning of these lines thicker just by adding just a little bit of width to them. So we have finished up our one perspective drawing. Here's some other ways you can use the perspective. You can change the vanishing point for the top or the bottom, remembering that each point is connected to the vanishing point. You can also create a backside to the letters by putting a horizontal line across all the lines and then connecting the lines to create the sides. And here's another project you can do. You can create various shapes and then connect all the sides of the shapes to the vanishing point.